Good evening, families, parents, and community members. My name is Melissa Blitzstein, and I am part of the administrative team here at my academy, serving as lead teacher. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to invest in your student and our community's future by attending our meeting today. I look forward to hearing from you about the specific needs of your students. Our agenda today will be focused around gaining feedback from you to improve the support we offer students. We will start by reviewing the My Academy core values and explaining the connection between those values and my story of education. I will share some school data with you and from there ask you for feedback about our program, both in this meeting today and through a school climate survey, looking for ways we can continue to improve. Finally, we will talk about next steps and the implementation of our feedback into our school. I want to start off with the My Academy core values because they drive everything we do. My Academy prides itself on supporting each individual student's success. We believe in diversity and inclusion and love learning with all different types of students. All are welcome here. We also believe in academic excellence and encourage students to push themselves to the limits in all they do. We celebrate the small wins and revel in all victories, both big and small. We know that not all students are coming from the same background, and we choose hope, knowing that student success is always attainable. We are servant leaders, helping students serve in their communities and develop their leadership skills. We also believe that feedback is critical to all student success, which is the main reason we are here today. I share these core values not only because they represent our school, but also because they represent who I am as an educator. These core values that guide my academy are directly related to my own story, which I want to share a little bit with you all now. I grew up in New Jersey with my family, including my mother, my father, and my older brother, Brian. They're pictured here. My father's right here, and here's my brother. I was a very successful student, involved throughout my education, and really enjoyed school. However, that wasn't the case for everyone in my family. My brother, due to having a very different learning style and some special learning needs, struggled in school from a very early age. He couldn't sit at his desk and focus during school. He struggled with how our traditional school was structured. However, he is one of the smartest people I know. As a mechanical engineer, he speaks a completely different language than me and most other people. My brother was not your typical student, but I saw how differently he learned and how intelligent he was. Similarly, my father barely graduated high school and went directly to work at his father's auto parts shop. He ran a successful business for over 40 years, can build anything you ask him to, and fix anything that is broken. However, in school, he wasn't a typical student either. But living with both my dad and my brother, I learned from an early age that academic intelligence was not the only type of intelligence. I learned the multiple types of intelligences that people possess and that all of them are valuable. I learned that everyone learns differently and takes their own path. This is what drew me to love and embrace the My Academy core values. It is very important for school staff to collect and analyze data and share how all students are doing at My Academy. This way, we can continually make improvements to our program that impact all of our students, especially our most struggling ones. I have looked at and collected attendance data over the past 3 years, and I have found that from that time, students who are designated as English language learners are attending school 10% less than their non-English language learner counterparts. This is very interesting to me, and I am curious to find out why this is and how we can work to improve this at our school. Our school already has some great supports in place from our local control and accountability plan, otherwise known as the LCAP. This plan allows us to receive funding from the state to meet the needs of all students, especially the ones who need the most support. Over the past few years, our LCAP has supported the hiring of subject matter tutors in math and language arts. It has also implemented the Possibility Project, which started this year and will be a great resource for students who are close to graduation and are ready to transition to college or the workforce. The LCAP has also supported the hiring of my academy's lead teacher, who helps support and train all teachers in the area of curriculum and instruction. As I mentioned before, we work so hard as a school to carry out our core values, but admittedly, we still have work to do. If a special population, English language learners, are not attending school as much as other students, what can we do to support them? What do you find challenging for your children? What can we as a school do differently? These questions will help drive the next portion of our meeting tonight, as this is where your voice can be heard. Please feel free to either unmute yourself and speak up, answering any or all of the questions posed. Also, feel free to use the chat box to provide feedback. We have a chat moderator who will be moderating and monitoring the chat and collecting what you share. The chat box and microphones are now open. I am going to collect your feedback on the following slide. Thank you to all parents and community members who shared your experiences and thoughts on what changes you would like to see at my academy. This feedback is critical to improve our school. We greatly appreciate your participation. For those of you who want to share your thoughts in a more private manner, please click on the school climate survey linked on this slide. It will also be shared in the chat box. This will allow you to share your thoughts and ideas anonymously. Please be sure to fill out the survey by Friday, October 16th. From your feedback today, as well as from the school climate survey, our school plans to take what parents are saying into account as we plan for this next school year. Thank you again for taking the time to invest in your students' future and providing us with the necessary feedback we need to continually grow as an organization. Your feedback is invaluable. Have a great evening.